Yo, what up, guys? It's the boy Rich. We're back with another Wi-Fi battle for the channel. This one's gonna be an OU Pokemon battle against the homie Kenny off Discord. We've played a series of battles. I have those ones recorded as well, so hopefully they get uploaded sometime soon. But I wanted to go ahead and get an OU one in, and I threw together an OU team earlier today that I wanted to go ahead and use, experiment with a few people. I threw some Pokemon on the team that I don't usually use, but I wanted to. I try over the years of Pokemon battling for the longest since I got into competitive pretty much. Like I've tried to touch on at least every Pokemon like at least once. Even back then when I used to play like the Little Cup battles. But anyway, bringing that to today, like I threw Tinglu on my team. I threw we're gonna be seeing the I forget what the new Hariyama Pokemon's name is, but he's called Big Body Yachty to me, but he's on the team. My opponent definitely has some threats. I threw a Moltres on the team. I'm using a lot of Pokemon that I'm not used to using, but I wanted to see exactly what they did. So, anyways, looking at my opponent's team, I feel like he's gonna start with the Rotom Mo, and I definitely can understand him starting with him. Clearly, also because it doesn't look like I have a lot of things to stop a Rotom Mo, but I'm just gonna start off with Big Body Yachty with the punching gloves, and we're just gonna try to beat some of these guys in before he drops, if he drops. So, gotta watch out for the Sneasler on his team as well. To me, that is one of. I think Sneasler is got to be the most dangerous Pokemon in OU. I think Sneasler is the most dangerous Pokemon in OU. All right, we got Reptar. We got this Pokemon in here. And I can handle this. I see no reason on why I would not go for a Drain Punch right here. My opponent could pop first turn and go for, he could be a fairy type or whatever. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch. So my opponent's going to go for a Dragon Dance right here. Okay. Okay. Wow, he was actually able to live that. He was actually able to live that. So I don't want to take an Earthquake. I really don't. I don't want to take an Earthquake. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm not trying to take an Earthquake. I told you guys I just threw this Pokemon on the team. I'm not trying to lose him this early. Hopefully he doesn't go for Glaive Rush. Oh, he went for the Glaive Rush. That messes me up. That messes me up. It's okay. If anybody was going to live and take a Glaive Rush, I'm glad it was my Moltres. But now it's time to go into Scizor, because I can take those Glaive Rushes a little bit better than that Moltres could. And going to get some HP recovery from the leftovers. Now, obviously, my opponent sees a Bullet Punch coming his way. I don't know if he tries to preserve this thing, but I'm not gonna overpredict this thing. I already Dragon Danced on me. I just gotta throw the Bullet Punch out there. My opponent doesn't try to save his guy's life, and now he's gonna have some momentum though. Now my opponent's gonna have some momentum. I really dropped the ball on that one. My Moltres took a lot of damage that I didn't want him to take. I gotta find a way to get some HP recovery back, because that messed me up there. I want to preserve the Scizor as well, because the Sneasler on my opponent's team. I have answers for him. Okay, so we got Iron Moth in here. Thing's gonna pop a booster energy. Most likely his special attack is gonna get raised, and I'm just going to go in the Bowl Cut now. Now, my opponent could definitely go for an Energy Ball, but my guy is specially defensive as hell. If you guys have ever used the Tinglu or faced one, you guys already know. You guys already know. So that Vessel of Ruin is going to help me out as well. Vessel of Ruin makes it so my opponent's special attack is not so high, and I could definitely go for an Earthquake right here, but I feel like my opponent might not try to. I'm just going to Whirlwind, actually, as my opponent goes for another Fiery Dance. So I had a free Earthquake to go for right there, but I didn't know if he was gonna like tear grass or something. But we are just gonna get him out of here. No more boosted energy, no more stat boost from Fiery Dance. We're gonna deal with him at a later time. Not right now though. And now we got the Pokemon in that I did not want to see. Literally would have been okay whirlwinding into pretty much anything else. I have no swaps to this either. I think right now I'm just gonna go for a Stealth Rock. Because my opponent goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Okay. So he burned me. I'm actually okay with that. I mean, my Tinglu's not, but I don't really have him on the team exactly to... I don't really have him on the team to do a lot of physical damage. He's really out here to just get rocks out and then whirlwind anything that starts powering up out. Especially because I know he can always take at least like one attack. So I'm just going to whirlwind this thing back out. He's going to go for the Hydro Pump. I think I'll be able to take that. You see what I'm talking about? I feel dirty using Tinglu. That was a super effective attack, and I ate that. I ate that. That was super effective. So let's see what it... Okay, we got Corviknight in. My whirlwinds so far have benefited my opponent. Because I'm pretty sure my opponent's just going to go for a Defog right here. I think right now, if I'm going to get any kind of HP recovery back with Moltres, right now is the time to do it. This is the freest Defog of his life as well. Wow, he actually goes for Bulk Up instead. This is a different Corviknight. This Corviknight built different. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Roost right here. Because this is the only Pokemon that I can Roost on. And hopefully if my opponent does decide to go for like a Brave Bird or something, hopefully I can get that Flame Body. So, doesn't look like the Flame Body activated. I'm just going to Roost up again. My opponent's really playing with his life right now. I see the Rotom Mow coming in right now. I mean, Rotom Wash, not Rotom Mow. He's going to take some of that Stealth Rock damage. And I'm just going to Roost up again. Moltres, my Moltres is fully defensive, fully HP. I built him to do exactly what Zapdos does, which is come in and get Flame Body and leave. So, I think right now I'm just going to go ahead and sack my Tinglu. He did everything he needed to do. He ruined the little Iron Moth, and he also got some Stealth Rocks up, so I'm perfectly okay with it. My opponent's going to go for a Thunder Wave right here. He wanted to cripple my Moltres, and Tinglu's not going to let that happen. Only thing that sucks is that this Rotom Mow is back in here, and he has pretty much revealed that he has a Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave, so I got to keep that in mind. I'm just going to go for a Throat Chop right here, because... I mean, I only sent my guy in here to get sacked. I didn't really expect him to get an attack off. This is actually going to benefit me because... my guy's just going to go down to the burn right here, and I'm going to be able to swap into a Pokemon. Didn't even go down to the burn. I went down to the Rocky Helmet, but again, I get a free switch right here. I have options. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Moltres. Now my opponent could also go for the Rotom Mow. I'm just going to hit Hurricane. My opponent wants the rocks gone. And he put his Mr. Charlie's life up for these rocks to get gone. So he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He is faster than me. Unfortunately, I missed the Hurricane. It's kind of expected when you run it. I think right now I'm just going to go for a U-turn now, because now I see him preserving this thing. Oh, he goes for Iron Head. And I flinch. So he's really telling me that he doesn't care about this thing's life. Again, I'm just going to go for a Hurricane. So my opponent goes in for the Rotom. I do land this one, but he resists, so he's not going to take a lot of damage from it. Also not going to get confused. I'm getting put in a tight position right here. I see a Thunder Wave coming. Hopefully I'm faster than him. I'm just going to hit this U-turn. And I do land a critical hit. I'm just going to go into Big Body Yachty. My opponent did go for another Thunder Wave. Now I see him going for a Will-O-Wisp. I'm now realizing how much I need this Pokemon out of here. I'm realizing I need this Pokemon gone. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. My opponent actually decides to Volt Switch out. He's going to swap. Let's see what he decides to go into, though. Probably the Iron Tusk. The thing was Rocky Helmet. Oh, he goes into the Iron Moth. I'm okay with this. Because I also want this Pokemon gone. I don't know why he didn't go into Tusk. Tusk just seemed like the right one to go into. Looks like a free Thunder Punch. Oh, he has Psychic. That hurt. I don't want to get hit with another Psychic. I'm going to go into Scizor right here. He's not hitting Fiery Dance. He saw how well I took that Psychic. No chance he goes for a Fiery Dance. Wow. I really dropped the ball with Scizor's life. I rolled the dice on that and lost. But that's okay. That is okay. I have an answer for it. Now it's time to send out Shadow Realm. I got my Zoroark. I wish I didn't put him last, because then I would have been able to actually do something, or been disguised, but not the case. I'm just going to go for a Bitter Malice right here. Get this Pokemon knocked out. I don't want to have to deal with this thing that's going to, after a Fiery Dance, he's going to be hitting me way too hard. And I forget how fast that Pokemon is, but I'm Choice Scarfed. So time to see what my opponent wants to go back into. Alright, so we got Mr. Charlie back in here. I'm not worried about this guy. He could go for a knockoff or something, but I am locked into Bitter Malice. If he wants to knock me off, I think that's okay. I think I'm still faster than a majority of his lineup anyway. And after the Bitter Malice, after the burn, whatever he decides to hit me with isn't going to do much. So he goes for the Iron Head. I should have realized when he had Iron Head that he probably didn't have the knockoff. Iron Head's kind of a weird move to have on him. I feel like that was specific. Like, my opponent must have, like, I don't know. He must have been facing some fairy type that he was, like, getting walled by. And he was like, you know what? I'm done with this shit, and threw Iron Head on his Pokemon. Alright, so we got Rotom in here. This Pokemon's been causing chaos for me all match. He's going to go for a Thunder Wave. I already know it. But I'm just going to try to get some damage off. I think at this point I still have my Walking Wake in the background. So as long as I still have my Walking Wake, I think I should still be okay. I think I have moves pretty much for the rest of my opponent's Pokemon. Although I don't think my opponent has popped a Terra either yet, so gotta keep that in mind. I'm just gonna keep hitting Bitter Malice. Hopefully this isn't the ability where he where I lose my attack instead of him. Mirror Armor. So it is. It would have been really nice to have him not hit me as hard, but it is what it is. My Zoroark's going to go down, but honestly, he did everything that I needed him to do at this point. And I'm going to go into Moltres right here. If Walking Weight doesn't need to get involved, then Walking Weight doesn't need to get involved. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the flamethrower now. He still has the Rotom Wash in the back, but I already seen that I'm faster than him. So my Moltres should be able to handle that as well. His Corv is going to go down. And we are looking really, really good right now. We're looking really good. I think he has the Rotom Wash and the Mr. Charlie Tusks. Rotom Wash is in here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn out. Just going to U-turn out. My opponent may go for a Hydro Pump. And I think my big body Yachty is going to be able to take one. Maybe. I'm not Assault Vest. So I am able to live one. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be faster than this guy. And my opponent still has that Rocky Helmet in the back, so he may just try to Volt Switch out. Go right into his Iron Tusk. Or, not Iron Tusk. I literally get so many of these Pokemon's names confused. But it's because after, like, Gen 5, I stopped memorizing everything's names. There was, like, just way too many Pokemon. Oh, Sneasler. I did not know that this is what my opponent had still. I completely forgot. Which is crazy because I just said that this is the most powerful Pokemon in the tier. I have to go for Hurricane. My opponent goes for Fake Out. Normal gym boosted. Hopefully I can get that burn. I don't. He's fast. He's gonna Terra Flying too. He didn't Terra. He just ate that. Did my opponent already Terra? Usually these things are Terra Flying or something. Alright, we got the Rotom back in here. This is his last guy. My Walking Wake should be able to just come in here and drop a Draco on here, worst case scenario. I'm just going to miss another Hurricane. Again, it's expected. You kind of know what you're doing when you run that move. And now we are down to our last Pokemon. My Moltres is going to go down. Crazy, because I almost threw away his life at the on the second turn of the game. Awaken my love. My Walking Wake is finally out here. And I purposely kept this thing in the back of the team because he just comes out late game and he just handles the rest for me. I'm dropping a Draco on this thing's head, and at that amount of health, he should not be able to live it. Luckily, I didn't miss, and this Rotom Wash is going to go down. That's going to be the end of the battle. Was a good one. It came down to the end, but my Walking Wake was able to triumph at the end. Thank you, Kenny, for another great battle. You guys already know. I appreciate you guys so much watching. You already know. Drop that like, comment, makes me happy, and subscribe if you're not already. I got more battles on the way. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.